Hello everyone, welcome back. And in this lecture we will be talking about how we can make chloroplast in Blender. So this is my final version of chloroplast, and I used Blender to make this one, and it took me almost one day to figure everything out. And this is without the top portion of the chloroplast and how I made it. So this is the chloroplast, yeah. So let's go ahead and start making the chloroplast. So first we'll make the outer cover, then we'll make the inner materials, then we'll go with some editing, lighting, and maybe some more organelles. Let's start. Save this one and Control N for new file, general, and delete this one, delete. Go to front view, and we need thylakoid membrane. So for thylakoid membrane we have to make something like saucer like structure or small plate like structure, and we stack them together. For that one, let's go to mesh and go to either UV sphere or icosphere. Any of them is going to work. I'm going to use icosphere, and for icosphere increase the, I think this should be pretty good, 4, 3, yeah, 3 should be good because we are going to make a lot, so it might take some time. And one thing we notice is this one is sphere, so we need to make it like a plate, means more on the x-axis and we decrease on little bit on y-axis and most on the z-axis. Okay. So we have to scale it. For scaling, S for scaling, and if we want to scale on Z direction, then G, right? Yeah. And little bit on Y, S, then Y. Okay. Now it looks like, I think I want to increase little bit on the G direction. Yes, G. Okay. Now our one membrane is created. Little bit on Y. Yes, Y. Okay. So now we have to stack it. For stacking, I'll do it manually. I can do array, so we can go to modifier, add modifier, and do array modifier. For array, you can go to X 0 and G 10. Why is it not working? Oh, okay. Count 2. I'm going to increase the count. Oh, okay. 1, 4, 5, 6, 7. Now we can see we have this array modifier, right? So this is the thylakoid stuff. I think I need to scale it S and on Y. Okay, it looks better now. So now it looks to be little like thylakoid membrane, but I'm not going to use this array modifier, so I'm going to remove this one and I'm going to do it manually because it will give me more flexibility and I can edit them later. Okay. So for manually, Shift D and G for grab, and G for moving in G direction. So just enough, right? Shift D, G for grab and G for moving in G direction. Shift D, G for grab and G for moving in G direction. Shift D, G for grab and G for moving in G direction. Shift D, G for grab, G for moving in G direction. 6, 7, maybe 7. Shift D, G for grab and G for moving in G direction. Okay. This is our thylakoid, and each of them is called granum. Okay. Now I'm going to make a new collection. Hit M, new collection, and let's give it thylakoid. So there are going to be multiple thylakoid. So I'm going to duplicate this one. Shift D, G for grab and X for moving on X-axis. 1. Shift D for duplication, G for grab and G for moving on G for grab and X for moving on X-axis. Yeah. So I want, okay, I think scaling has to be done. Scaling has to be done on Y-axis. New collection. Thylakoid 2. M, new collection. Thylakoid 3. S, Y, little bit. S, Y, little bit. Okay. So after this, I'm going to duplicate the whole thing. So without the light. No light. So Shift D, G for grab and Y for moving on Y-axis. Y, and I will make it little non-uniform. So G for grab and X for moving on X-axis, like this. Okay. So now, okay, they are too far. Front, they are too far, so I'll bring them near. G for grab and Y for moving on Y-axis. Okay. This looks better. Okay, this is fine. So now we're going to make the stromal lamellae. So it is connected between two thylakoid. So we go to one of them, maybe in this, maybe one on the second one. Tap for edit, and now okay, and you need to face select, and this face is okay. Select the face and okay, my bad. Select the face, E for extrude, Control Z. but we need to select a different face. E for extrude. Okay, so there is a connection between. No, it's not exactly in the center. I want something in the center. Maybe this one. Let's see if it works. No, it goes on the top. No. Okay, let's see if this. No, this is also not going to work. Maybe this is perfect. No. This one was perfect, but I don't know why this didn't work. E for extrude. Oh, okay, perfect. This one works. Now second one, I'm going to do it here. Tab out, go here, tab for edit mode, repeat the same thing. And E for extrude. Yeah, perfect. Now go to here. Other one. Must I do on the top? Tab for to get out of edit mode. Tab for edit. Okay. Okay. No, it's going in the other direction. E for extrude. Perfect. And for this one, tab into edit mode. And E for extrude. Perfect. So they are connected to each other. And let's connect them together also. I think this should be fine. And I can scale them down. Tab out. S for scaling. Okay. G for grab. X for moving an x-axis, little bit on the center. Okay, perfect. And let's go ahead and set this one, and in the next lecture we'll be making the outer and inner membrane. Okay, so for setting this one we need something like green color. So let's go to, do we need to add modifier? Maybe not. Maybe we'll not add any modifier now. So go to material, new, and maybe somewhat green color. And if you want to see the green color, and you go to this viewport setting. So this is material preview mode, and this one is the render preview mode. So we'll work on this mode. Okay, maybe a little bit more dark green color. Perfect. And now we need to apply this to everything. So select the other one except this. So I'm going to select the all stroma or thylakoid membrane, and maybe apply the same texture, and we are moving the texture. So, and select the one with the texture at last and hit M. Control L, and then copy modifiers. maybe this did not work. So we can do it manually, but it takes time. Control L. Okay, link materials. Perfect. So we can see everything has the same color. And I want this stromal lamellae to be of different colors. So it's a little tricky, but it takes a little more time. So let's bring it in the center, tab to edit mode, and not everything, but just the one that you want. So tab and go to edit mode and come to wireframe mode and just select this one. Just select this one and new one. Wait. Assign. Okay, now it should be good to go. And same on the second one. Tab out of edit mode, tab, go to edit mode, and go to wireframe mode. And go to material 2, assign. We'll see. Oh my god, okay, it's not working. It's assigning to everything. Control Z. Ooh. My bad. Okay, so we can repeat everything in the same way to the other material also. So I have changed the color of the stromal lamellae, and that is the connection between two thylakoids or two stroma. So I'm going to make a unique color for them, and for that one let's go to shader editor, and you have this principal BSDF and material output. Let's add a new one, add color ramp, and also add noise texture, and we can also do like some other texture also, like Voronoi texture. So I'm not going to do both, maybe any one of them, so it's going to be the same thing, and you have to just play with the combination, fact to fact and color to color. Okay, so one thing we can do is for shininess, decrease the roughness and increase the transmission a little bit, so you can see how it is different from the other one. And for color, now you can see like we're shading the color, right? So go here, black, change the black to somewhat green, and this one to somewhat red. Okay. So if you are happy with this one, we can add this to everything. If you are not happy with this one, then we can work something more. So for noise texture, we can increase the detail or decrease the detail. You can see how it affects. So let's go to roughness. Okay, right? So whatever is suitable for you, you can do the same way. Distortion, so you can see the distortion, like, yeah, and whatever works best for you. I think this is good, but I don't like this green color because it's not matching with the other one. So I'm going to change the green color to light green. Light green, and red to light red. Okay, not bad. And we can play with this stuff also, which one to make it better. And we can also play with this, which one we want more, right? So this is how you do it. So we apply the same thing to all other channel. And change it to number 6. I hope this works. Yeah. Tab out of edit mode, tab wireframe mode, and go to material 6. Perfect. Let's check it. Yeah. And this one, tab into edit mode, go to wireframe mode, select this one and change to material 6. Perfect. So let's go back and see. Yeah, so it looks little different. So if we want to change it, we can work on different thing. And if you want to change the color, you can change the color also, right? Yeah. I want it to match with the other thing going on here, so somewhat match it here, and same thing for this one, come a little bit down. Okay, maybe it looks much better now. And let's change the distortion, scale, right? We'll change the scale. Okay, this one, detail, and work with the roughness. Okay, I think this is good. Okay, so this is the internal component of Chloroplast.